Alright, we're going back in here because this structure, this formation is new and I want to show it to you. I got a new SD card. Got a couple things here. Alright, I'm at a different angle, but hold on. There we are. Alright, here I am back at this angle here. I think we really have something here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have something here. So let's get some close up here. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Very awesome right there. This is definitely new in this location. We're going to go out here, take a look, see if there's anything new. There might be something new, I don't know. But we're going to go investigate this area. I haven't been in here in quite a while, so let's stay tuned. Here's a little something that's kind of interesting right here. These three trees, three different root balls, but yet there's a connection there. Got one that's uprooted over there, a smaller one. I know there's been a lot of winds, we've had storms. Sometimes it really gets you thinking. It really gets you thinking sometimes. Could it have been something else? And right there, we got an uprooted tree right there. Uprooted tree right there. Got a lot of crisscrossing going on right here. Right in this general area here, there was a standing structure. There was a standing structure right here. Very awesome one. The weather and the storms definitely have brought them down. All this was standing at one point. All this right here. Alright, go check out another area. Alright, it's April, Sunday 9th. And we're just gonna take a walk here. We're over here down off the Cole Road, and enjoy this beautiful day and do a little scouting, see if we might be able to see anything. Take view of the scenery here, so let's go. Thought I heard something there for a second. Alright, here's something came across very interesting here. Let me zoom in here before I show the, well, let me show the whole thing first. And there's also got small tree breaks in the area like this here. And here's one I find very interesting right here. Take a good look at that. See how well twisted. See all that twist right there. And it's going right here, where apparently it was underneath this tree here, but this other tree, I don't see that being enough weight to twist that down. Find that very interesting right there. You get a different angle of that there. There's something else right here we're going to take a look at here. Don't know what we got, but let's go take a look at it here. I don't know. This is interesting, and it's definitely not fresh. This is very old. Very old. appears to be, or might have been, a potential shelter of some sort. Look at what. Look at the tree that comes up from under here. Comes underneath this one. Underneath this one. Looks like we have some. It does appear to be some twining here. Underneath everything here. This here goes underneath and back around and out over there to the end of it. I don't know, I think we've got an interesting combination here, but again, this could be an old structure, old shelter of some sort. Oh, it's kind of crazy here. Of course, when this got brought down, you can see a couple of limbs broke and snapped back going that way. That's interesting. We're going to continue looking for structures today, so let's keep going and look and see what we might find. We'll investigate structures and try to explain them to the best of our ability. So see if we could debunk them and see if it's natural weather or not. This here, I'm not saying either or, but most likely this is old, and this could have been weather, a combination of weather. So. It's now April 14th, April 15th. Headed into the forest, turkey hunt. And you know me, I'm very observant. Found this right here, found this very interesting. May not be nothing, but I find it very interesting. By the way, for those who may be curious to know what I might be using, I got a Mossberg 500 12 gauge pump. Yep. With a gold trigger. Alright, let's move on, shall we? Alright, I just came from out this direction here. You have no idea the fun it was. So, it was so much fun. No, I'm being sarcastic. Real thick to get up through here. I mean, it's still got a lot of down debris. It's kind of thick here and there. I've never been in here. We're going to explore. I am not in West Virginia, but I am on the border of the West Virginia side. I've already seen some signs of a very large bear. So we're going to take our time and just kind of check this general area out. See what we might come across in this area. Now this particular area where I came up, and there's no camping spots in this general area. This is a very wide, long stretch of forest, a lot of high ground. In this general area, there's no pull-off spots to camp. So that's part of what made me decide to come in and check this area out. Because a lot of these other areas have the pull-off spots where people camp. These are locations where, this particular location I believe would be a more secluded location where a subject such as Sasquatch that's being so elusive would want to try to stay or remain into. So we're going to look into this area, see if we can find any Sasquatch signs. So like again, keep in mind I have found bear signs already. So we're not going to go on the high ground. We're going to try to stay as low and simple as possible. Again, this is a new area, so let's go check this out. I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea, you have no clue how far in I am, because I can't describe how far in I am, because it's far. It's very, very far. And I came across what appears to be almost an old log road. There was no signs of anything from where I started off at. I just kind of stumbled across this. I am seeing a lot of bear tracks. I mean, we're talking an estimated of anywhere from 300, 400 pound sized bear that's been up this path before. And just to let you know, right over here, you got the creek, a little stream runs right down here. I'm actually going up, which forms a hollow up through here. You got a ridge that goes up right here. That's right here next to me. This is where I'm at right here. I'm working my way up this way. And you see over here on my left, as I'm going up, got high ground on my left. A lot of mountain laurel right up through here. And I got to stop and listen every so often. I've been hearing things. Possible tree knock. I heard a possible whoop. So it kind of catches me off guard when I'm not expecting it. And I try to stay still for, you know, a good period of time. But see, this is where I came from down here. And keep in mind also, as I mentioned earlier, where I started in from, there was no off-road camping in the area. Up or down the forest road. There was a spot where I was able to find a spot to kind of pull off and then venture in here. One, I wanted to exercise. Two, I wanted to take the chance to go in deep. It's been a while. I'm long overdue to take a long, deep hike into the woods. And I have reason to believe there's a possibility that there is something around here. Like I said, I keep hearing something. Let me zoom in and show you. See all the mountain laurel up there? Right up here on the high ground. And I'm telling you what, it's kind of warm and muggy on and off. There's a slight breeze, and the gnats are kind of they're pestering me right now. And look right here, I'm going to show you this right here. I don't know how well this is going to show. I've been seeing a lot of these right here. Big bear track. The pads right here, the toes are up here. And I know this is not showing too well on the camera. Of course, what tracks, very few tracks do show up with details on a camera. But trust me, I've been paying attention to the ground here. I'm seeing deer sign and a lot of bear sign. A lot of bear sign. So I'm about my wits. I'm very cautious. And I do have protection with me. So we're going to carry on and see what else we got. We're going to go up a little further and see what it looks like up there. Stay tuned. Right here. Look at this up on the trail. I'm not saying this is anything, but this is, I don't know, I find this seriously interesting. And I don't, something's telling me about it. Something's telling me to pay attention to this. Look at this right here. Right here in the middle of this trail going up the ridge. Back up. You guys can get a good look at this here. One, two, three, crisscrossing each other. So made by 1, 2, 3, 3 trees. That's very seriously interesting right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a picture of this here. Right there. Take a look at that. And just for the record, I'm going to start paying attention up over here on my other ridge here. I'm starting to see a lot of rock ledges up through here. Looks like right here. See that rock ledge? Might be a possible cave up there. We're going to go further up to get a better look. There's a lot of rock ledges up there. So, but yeah, I had to share this here. I found that very interesting. I think that's very cool because right here, smack in the middle of this old trail. Alright, right here, before I zoom in, I am observing what appears to be a small cave or more of a den. I'm going to zoom in on it here very shortly. And now, just judging from this distance here, it looks not so big. But it's big enough for coyotes, it's big enough for a mountain lion, bobcats. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. Uh-oh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at, you can see how it goes in right there. I almost want to keep the camera on it just for a little while if I could hold it right there, lock it in place. If I can lock this and tighten this down. Right there. I'm going to hold the camera right there. You know, if there is anything around, I kind of have my doubts that something will pop up. But you just never know. You just never know. Of course, keep in mind, that entrance to that may be a lot larger than what it appears. But keep in mind, we're quite a distance away over here. We're on the opposite side, and it is pretty far. And that is very possibly could be used as a bear den. It appears to be some kind of cave. It's a small cave. These woods, these mountains, these ridges have a lot of hidden caves. This is just one of them I just discovered. There is another possible cave structure several miles back towards the lake. There's other structures. I mean, there's other places I have yet to go check out and look for these. I've been after these found areas, hoping to find caves such as this. I would love to see something come out of it. I would love to see something come out of it. So I have no doubts that there's something living in there. Right down below here, there's a water source right here. They have a water source. That's why the bears are in this area. I'm looking around the area, and I see why the bears are attracted to this area. The water source, it's got covered. I mean, you got the mountain laurel up behind me. So, yeah, that's a very good possibility. That belongs to coyotes. And the reason I'm going to state that, because I have seen some coyote tracks on the way up here. I have seen coyote tracks. Is there bobcat tracks? Is there bobcats around here? Yeah, most likely. There could be a mountain lion den. We do have mountain lions out here. Mountain lions like to take refuge under overhanging rock ledges and areas such as this that you're viewing right here on this area. And I'm going to tell you what, that breeze, I'm sure the audio is picking up the breeze. This breeze feels amazing right now. I appreciate it. I really want to walk up a little further to see if there's any other possible dens, caves. I'm constantly looking around me, up and down, up in the trees. And right now I'm oh, there we go. And I am actually zoomed in as far as I can get in. I can't zoom in any further than what I already am. But we can see that it's clear that that cave does go in a little ways. And let me zoom back out for a little bit. There's other rock ledges all through here. If you look right up through here, you can see how the rocks all on the side of that ridge. We're going to go take a look for a little further up here. Right up here, you know, we've got a little bit more travel here. And it's hard to see from this angle, but it looks like there could be another possible structure, den or cave up ahead. So we're going to go take another look here. So stay tuned. Dude, I just had 2 tree knocks right over here on this ridge somewhere. Bang, bang. I was just about to show you a foot track I just found, which I'll show you in just a little bit. But I just had 2 tree knocks hard right over here. They came from that direction, somewhere up on that ridge. There's something up on that ridge. Ladies and gentlemen, I knew I was hearing something. There's something out here. There's a squatch out here, and I have proof that they do come through here, which I'll show you that very shortly. I just had 2 tree knocks. I need to respond to it. I need to find something to respond with. Come on, do it again. Do it again. I swear there is something over there. There's no human in these woods right now. I swear to you on that. I can swear on my life there's nobody in this general area. There's no reason for anybody else to come up here unless they're doing what I'm doing. Come on, I gotta find something to bang. There's something that bang. I might be able to get a response. I have gotten responses off of tree knocks before. I'm gonna try to zoom in. I don't know, it came from that general area. I don't want to zoom in too much. Alright, I'm going to let the camera sit right here. Meanwhile, I'm going to try to find something to do a return knock. I don't have my tree knocker with me, so I have to find something. There, I just did multiple tree knocks breaking a stick. That's all I had. Come on, give me something. There's something over there. I'm trying to get a response from it. Alright, I'm not getting no responses. I'm going to keep recording to show you this foot track I found. See if I can zoom in and look down right here. I got to zoom out so you can see this. Alright, right down here, you can see it right there. I know you guys see this right here. This is not a bear track, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I got it zoomed in right there. Let me try to see if I can point out the details. You can see how it comes right here. Got a big toe right here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the outside, this is the outside of the foot. You can't really make out clear details. However, you can see a clear instep right here. And it's estimated to come back to about right here. So we're looking at about anywhere between a 16 to an 18 inch track right here. 16 to 18 inch track right here. That's amazing. And we had a tree knock. Right when I was getting ready to show that, bang, bang, right over there. Hard, really hard, solid tree knock. Right on the other side of that ridge, somewhere up on that ridge. Whew. I'm kind of excited, still kind of out of breath a little bit. Still constantly looking around me, trying to, stay about my wits, trying to be cautious at the same time. Now, I don't feel like walking all this way was not a waste of time. I've actually had activity, found a foot track, something other than a bear. I found a squash track. I found squash tracks, I found bear tracks, coyote tracks, deer tracks. Yeah, just for the record, sometimes you take a chance. Everything you do when you decide to walk in the woods, regardless of where you're walking, and I'm long overdue to go this far in. I am very far. I mean, I'm literally probably 2 miles. 2 miles on a walk in the woods when you're out in the middle of a vast forest. I mean, from off of a gravel forest road, and you know there's no camping within up to a mile or more on both ends of the road from where you decided to pull off the road, and you decided just to pick a random spot just to venture into the woods, come across an old log road, because, you know, I mean, this road, I'm sure it's an old log road, because many years ago, this used to, most of this forest in this general area belonged to a plantation. I mean, it was, you know, parts of it was, and you got, I mean, a lot of logging took place in here. This is an old logging place. You know, a lot of logging took place. Because, you know, further and deeper you go in certain areas, you'll see old stumps that have been cut. You know, you got a lot of rock ledges, a lot of mountain terrain with, you know, you got dens and caves. Like I found the one right over here. You know, it's taking a chance every time you go out in the woods for a hike. And if you're exploring and trying to make discoveries, you're looking for Sasquatch, you know, anything cryptid, you're taking a chance when you venture in the woods. You seriously are. You're taking that chance. You may not get nothing. I mean, I came all this way. I mean, I'm getting exercise. That's a good thing. But you're also wearing yourself out. You're getting tired, and you're getting slightly discouraged. Like, and it's going a little further uphill. And you're asking yourself, all right, do I stop and take a rest before I start turning around? Or do I just whatever, or should I keep going? Well, I've been taking my time watching the ground. I've been seeing tons of bear sign. Like I said, tons of bear sign coming up this direction. That Squatch track is headed down. What's headed down? Well, I mean, you got the stream, you got the creek right here. All right, now when you go down, this creek down below here in this hollow, it opens up and splits into, it joins into another little bit wider stream. That stream runs down and runs into the river, okay? And you got more terrain on the other side of the forest road, goes up to another ridge, okay? You got ridges, you got terrain. This is how they travel. They're ridge walkers. They're not called ridge walkers for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. They run and operate and control these ridges. They hide deep in these hollows for the very fact, because when they're split up in their groups or their vocalizations are heard here. Their vocalizations bounce off of the hollows and the ridges. They go back and forth so they can hear, communicate. It's part of what they do. They communicate in these locations. And the only disappointment I have right now is that I was not recording when those two tree knocks went bang, bang, just like that. Literally hardcore banging, knock. I mean, just like that. I don't know. I know that's probably quiet on the thing, but I mean, two hard knocks on one of the, it had to be on one of these trees right here. One of these trees, like right here. Take a look at this tree right here. This tree right here. These trees provide a very solid knock. Those, yeah, that tree right there, they do. Trust me, I'm constantly looking up over here because what appears that could be a stump, something, you know, some of these dark stumps up in the laurel brush up here. Who knows? It could be a crouching squatch. They could be. You know, I mean, I'm not going to take a picture of it because it's inconclusive. I mean, what good would it do me, you know, looking at a stump that, you know, might be a squatch? Well, now I am a little bit more tempted to go a little further and check it out. I still want to look to see if there's any other possible cave structures up over here, so that's what we're going to go take a look at here. And I hate to turn this camera off, just in case something else happens. But, alright, I heard a woodpecker. Alright, let's take a little walk up here. We're going to go a little further, check out the area, so stay tuned. Alright, here what I'm looking at is kind of a rock ledge, and what appears to be underneath of it is a den. Could this form go into a cave? Maybe. Very possible. But let me zoom in. You get a better view and you see what I'm talking about. And I don't see no doubt, I have no reason to believe that something would not be in it. This is kind of the things where they take shelter. A lot of your wildlife, your bobcats and mountain lions, just like I showed you earlier in the other little cave. This is more of a den area. I mean, it could be a cave, it could go into a cave, but a lot of times most likely this is no more than a den. Again, it can be a cave. So and again, it's way up there. It's a little further up than the last one I showed you. Of course, see how far in I had to zoom? It looks like it's a mile away. Seriously, it's over there. So. Oh, I just heard something again. I just heard something. It wasn't a knock, but it was something else over in that direction where I heard the tree knocks earlier. There's something out there. Whew. There's something around here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being watched or something. These are similar to what I call flat X's. Right here, a flat X. And I am going further into the hollow right here. You see how I have high ground to my left, and then over here to my right. Well, according to my SD card at this current time, I have 4 minutes left. So I think it's time to head back, because if I see anything, I'm going to want any bit of time I have left to try to document it. So thank you for watching. God bless, and let's keep it squatchy and keep it real.